प्रियवाक्यप्रधानेन सर्वे तुष्यन्ति जातवः। प्रियवाक्यप्रधानेन सर्वे तुष्यन्ति जातवः। तस्मात् तदेव कर्तव्यम्। तदा तस्मेव कर्तव्यम्।
Oh yeah, man, this is very powerful.
वचनेक दरिद्रतम
So, dear brothers and sisters, that's the last lap of this great journey, and I'm happy to see that some of those who were here for the last 2 days have turned up again today. So you're glutton for punishment. So I know some of you may know this song which I used to sing called Wife Here When I'm Here. This is the version 2 of Wife Here When I'm Here. I know whether you know this song. You know this song? Version 2. No, version 2. Version 2. This is my version 2. You all may have changed it now. Some people change the tune also. 3 ohms. Sit up straight. Wife here, when I am here, why do you fear my child? Wife here, when I am here, why do you fear my child? Wife here, when I am here, why do you fear my child? My child. bright. I am the light. Why do you fear, my child? When the life is gay, I am the laughter. Why do you fear, my child? You can only come to the state of the song's presence. We have the session we had yesterday, constant integrated awareness. To be constantly aware, the divine is you all the time. plug in, plug in, plug in, plug in, plug in, until you are totally plugged in all the time. That's the kind of consciousness we should have. And then nothing can pull us down. Doesn't mean that disaster will not come to your life. We ourselves are the makers of the chains that bind us, Swami said. So, the problems we have done last birth and early this birth is going to come here. Don't blame God. Don't blame God for anything happened to your life. We have created it, believe me. God is too busy, the entire universe can worry about your problems. We have created the karmic consequences. 100% I believe that. All of you know, I had great disasters in my family. My wife passed away when I was in Puttaparthi, standing there in front of Swami. I came home. I left the house as a married man, I came home to Colombo as a widower. My son, youngest son, 21 years old, the most looking guy, the most best looking guy in our family, he died at the age of 21, committed suicide. One of the greatest, the Vedas say, one of the greatest tragedies in human life is when a child dies before the parent. That is against the nature of things. Normally parents die before children. Yet if you go to Malaysia and ask the people in Malaysia what happened during this period, I never wavered one step. Let me start with this particular thing, a wife here. And the Mahavakyas we're going to talk about. 1976. When is the first World Youth Conference? 97, right? Okay. 1976, November. I'm going to tell you a story of part of my life, okay? Because everything is fictitious until you have an experience yourself. And I was in Prashanti, and leaving Prashanti to come to Kuala Lumpur that day, I go up to Swami, Swami comes to me, and I think some of you may have seen that video clipping somehow is circulating, I'm going and rushing and falling at Swami's feet in the veranda and Swami taking the DVD and giving me. And I asked, he blessed Swami, I'm leaving, he said yes. Then I thought about asking him something about my family, my wife and all that. I thought, Swami, my wife, I said, when I said, Swami, my wife, he just turned and walked away. So I said, okay, Rabbi, should I bring up petty issues of my family, wife or? So I reached, I drove to Bangalore. I got into the airport. I gave my ticket to the Air India agent to give my boarding pass. He said, Jagadeesan, sir, there's a call waiting for you, call for you from Kuala Lumpur. Can you please go to the room at the back? Call from Kuala Lumpur? Who? We don't know, sir. They just call and they said they will speak to you. So please wait in the room. So I went to wait. I thought some office fellows, mad fellows, they are calling me I'm coming tomorrow, what happened? Then the phone rang. I'll take the phone. My daughter, Dr. Anusia, her name is Anusia. Yes, darling, what's up? Papa, Amma passed away. The devotees, my entire thing froze. What? Amma passed away. If there were anybody else on the line, I would say, idiot, what are you talking about? My wife is the healthiest person in the world. And I felt I had the flow of constantly for them. And I said, okay, I'm coming home. I don't want to say, I'm coming home. Put the phone down, the phone rings again. And the side devotee in the line. Dear brother, should we do the post-mortem? Kill patient asked me. Okay, listen, if you can bring her back to life, you cut the body, if not, don't touch it. They got the plane, Air India upgraded me to business class out of sympathy. The That's not the best way to get upgraded in business class. Okay? I'm sitting in the plane, devotees, and I cannot imagine this thing is happening. So I thought, this must be some nightmare I'm having. So I close my eyes and go back at the plane and go to sleep, thinking that when I get up, I'll be in Prashanti. 3 times, I went back, it must be a dream. Let me get out of this nightmare and get back to the world. But after that time I realized it is real. Then I said, Swami, they should not embalm the body. Swami, they should not embalm the body. They should not embalm the body. As long as they don't embalm the body, I can bring her back to life. If the great, that time Uncle Naraja, I tell you, was there, Murugan and Baba, and I've seen stories of great saints and sages, pray to God and brought that back to life. So I said, I'm going to bring the heavens down again. So I remember this uncle was standing at the airport when I arrived, Naraja. I asked him, Uncle, first question, Uncle, have they embalmed the body? He said, yes. They just Jega. I caught him in the collar like a madman. I said, why did you allow that? I said. Anyway, I went home. By the time I my children all had already got over their tragedy, they're crying, and the only one left. And I went and cried like crazy. Everybody started crying because of me. I cried and cried for 2 days. And I felt this incredible pain. Some kind of that thing, my whole system was so. I went upstairs and lay down on the floor in what I call a yogic death pose. Some of you know this, Shavasana. And I said, hey, you think I'm scared? Take me. Take me. But you don't go because the time is not coming. Anyhow, devotees, what is significant here is this. When I'm leaving Prashanti 2 days ago, the World Organization blessed by Bhagavan Baba had given me to the greatest responsibilities given to any regional or central coordinator. I was asked to organize the first ever Chinese New Year in February next year. This is already November 25th or 26th now. 96. And the first ever Chinese New Year. And then I was supposed to organize the first ever World Youth Conference in July during Guru Purnima. 2 massive responsibilities, first ever. I will do this. But I thought, okay, when I'm driving from Puttaparthi to Bangalore, I thought, okay, I've got to get all the Chinese leaders, from the Far East to come and meet me. But how will they come? How will they come? Just to meet me, in Kuala Lumpur, How can I get them to meet? How can I organize that? Now November, December, January, 2 months to organize the first ever Chinese New Year. And then I reached KL and then I was swamped into a sea of tragedy there, sorrow. And the second day, they took the body for cremation. The devotees, as I went to the crematorium and I finished, the ceremony had to be done there, and I'm coming back in the car to my house, I realized something fantastic. I said, oh my God, Swami. All the people I needed to organize the first ever Chinese New Year had come. That is the love of the Sai devotees. Our devotees from Japan had flown in, from Hong Kong had flown in, Jakarta, Singapore, everybody, people I needed. The Hira from Japan flew in. And the amazing thing was this, when the news came out, and Hira told me this, when he telephoned Uncle Indra Shah, the world president, said, Jaga's wife passed away. Uncle Indra was so close to Bhagavan for many years. His first response was, oh my God, how can Swami do this to Jaga? I mean, he was talking, the man was speaking, he was talking, okay. And as I'm going back to the crematorium, I realized now that all the people I needed to organize the first ever Chinese New Year had come there. So I reached home, and after I had to relax a bit, I told them, all right, 6 o'clock. Chinese New Year meeting. I said, what? Call everybody who is responsible. Here all of you come, sit down. Baba's giving me a responsibility, I said. Let me do this. So is everybody known to Jega? I said, no, I said, come. Then I said these words, that still scare my mind. I said, the Father has let the Son down. The Son will never let the Father down. This will be done. So can you imagine, you're sitting around a chair with you all around the table. Everybody is crying. I am crying, and all the papers got wet. Okay. I said, okay, you guys, Hong Kong, you do this. Malaysia, you do this. Singapore, you do this one, you do this. All of you give all the instructions. Now carry on. Give me 30 days. Because of our tradition, we have 30 days regular prayers. Then I'll get back to action. The devotees, I held like a leash. You see, it's like a child. How is it typical? Actually, we must be like a child to a little mother child to mother. When a mother hits a little child, the child doesn't run away. You come and cling close, it's crying and clinging to the mother. That's what I did. I clung tighter to Swami. And after the 30 days, but then of course, within between 30 days, I went to Puttaparthi and Swami called the whole family. It's a different story. I'm focusing on this. And then the Chinese New Year was held. Massive success. Then I had to organize the first World Conference after that. I had no time to think of my tragedy or nothing. The mission I had to fulfill. I realized now, the mission was greater than my individual tragedy. If everybody thinks, then if everybody uses your own personal tragedy, to affect your life and the work you've got to do, then what is spirituality all about? I still remember, when I wrote a letter to Puttaparthi. I'm coming with my children. In fact, I sent to Swami, in fact. The one I'm coming with my children. And it's about 15 days after. And I don't know whether Swami got it or not, but when I reached Puttaparthi, the people in the house, in the accommodation said, Jega, good. Baba says, you take your children to your boys, take them inside, sit with you, let the girls come and sit inside the ladies' side. So then when Swami, you know what happened? So I'm sitting there in the veranda, and Swami is coming out, and I said, Swami, come. So we took a little bit of container of ashes, my wife, because she's always like to go to Puttaparthi, I want to merge it in the Chitravati river. And I took the ashes there. As I'm sitting there, suddenly I thought, hey, there's a great story of one of the great saints of India, who, after this girl had been died and burnt into ashes in the container, he brought her back to life. I think this container exploded and she stood in front as a real form. It's an amazing story. It's not 2000 years ago, it happened less than 1000 years ago. So I thought, if such a saint can bring the dead back to life from ash, Baba surely can do this. So I'm sitting down on the veranda, I said, okay, let him come. Let him come. I'm going to ask him, bring her back to life. Then I said, okay, I know what he's going to say. He's going to say bad karma for you. So I said, doesn't matter, Swami, doesn't matter, bring her back to life. So I'm waiting now. Like a bit between the teeth of the horse. But he didn't come in, he was wandering around there, he kept very far away from me. Until my mind thought, oh my God, I cannot even ask him that without destroying the organization, I realized. Because my wife, when she passed away, her picture came on the papers, she was quite high-profile figure, she was as a social worker, blah, blah, blah. And I realized that if Baba brought her back to life, and I take her back to India, will immigration anyone believe that this lady was brought back to life from ash? I suddenly realized, they'll ask me, hey, this thing you're trying to fool the people. Who's the person you killed? And you send your wife to India. Now you bring her back, saying that Baba brought her back to life. And the doctors, who did the autopsy, the thing would be all charged, okay? So I realized now, if I ask for a selfish reason, the organization will collapse. So I realized, Swami, I can't even ask you this, I said. In my mind. The moment I came to the conclusion I can't ask him, the Swami comes to me. He said, Swami, I said, yes, I know, don't worry. Swami said, you go and take the ashes, you go and put it in the Chitravati river. Very interesting. Swami, put the river, he said. Swami, what place is it? Don't worry, just put the river. What mantra, Swami? Don't worry, just put the river. Like that, just put the river. And that's what he's doing. Later I realized, you just don't be attached to ashes, nothing, let it go. So anyway, like Uncle and Rajal were there at the time, so we all went to Chitravati and did a ceremony, and we put in the river. Then Baba called me and my family for interview. As I entered into the room, first time I see my father after this, my wife's passing away. I said, Swami, and I was going to cry. Swami said, just Jagadeesan, don't cry. Where's your spirituality? Where's your spirituality, Dasan? Don't cry, where's spirituality? Anyway, a lot of things happen there. But these are lessons, you know. He taught, I share this with you because to understand that just because we're dedicating our life to Swami, just because we're doing seva, just because we're singing bhajans, I do everything, I sing bhajans, I do seva, everything, doesn't mean you can avoid the karmic consequence of whatever you've done in past life. I even know what happened in my past life that caused this particular tragedy. I even know what happened in the past life that caused my son's tragedy. So dear devotees, the message here is this. And you know what happened now? It so happened that when my son passed away, because of whichever way he passed away, our tradition requires 3 months of daily prayer at night, not 1 month, 3 months. But the soul is lost and wandering around, it needs to be. But at that time, same time, I'd already been assigned, I'd already been booked. In 1 month from the date he passed away, in Los Angeles, I'm supposed to have a massive session on Vedas, on Vedas. And would you believe there were 32 Hindu organizations in Los Angeles got together to organize my session on Vedas. People are stunned. Because normally the organization will not get together to organize. I told them why. You see, if I'm some sort of sadhu from any organization, they'll never bring everybody together. Jagadeesan is a crackpot, He goes sing song, he doesn't belong to any organization like that. Sai Baba thing is did not dissolve into organizations. So they all got together, 32. I said, how can I disappoint all of them? So I said, I will go. Everyone thought I'm coming? No. So when I went to Los Angeles and I entered the hall where the session was, when people came and asked me, I could see the tragedy in their eyes. Their eyes were, I could see deep feeling in their eyes. I knew that they were feeling for me. So when I got up on stage, I started my session like this. And this is a lesson for all of us. Dear devotees, all of you know, when I saw the way you all greeted me, I know all of you feel for me. All of you know the incredible tragedy I faced with the death of my son, 31 years old. In a very most unusual way, I'll never wish even for my enemy. But why am I here then? How come you wonder why I'm here? I'll tell you why. This is what the essence of the Vedas is. Essence of the Vedas now that is Swami is asking to demonstrate to all of you. Because in our life, devotees, we are going through a journey through life, walking along a path. But every step we take is in darkness. We don't know what's happening around the corner. That's darkness. We don't know what's happening around the corner. We don't know what's happening tomorrow. We don't know what's happening in 2 hours' time. Therefore, all of us need a light to show the way. So there are a lot of boulders and bushes and thorns and holes in the ground. We need a light to navigate through this future traps and boulders. The light is the light of divinity. But as I'm walking, dear devotees, beside me, people I love are walking. My mother, my sister, brother, son, daughter, all of us are walking. And, it's the exact words I'm telling them. And as we walk, every person, the moment you're born, the date of your departure is fixed. Swami said this. On your forehead it's written. What do you think it is hidden from us? And all of us is like a drama play, Shakespeare. Any play, movie play. You could have a very handsome hero there. In Romeo and Juliet there's a figure called Tybalt. Very dashing figure. Those days I used to act in the stage. Now my stage is bigger. And I played the role of Tybalt and I had a fight with one of the sword fight and I was killed in the halfway through the play. But just because people like the actor, hey, no, Tybalt, you want Tybalt back, you want Tybalt back. You can't. He's finished his lines. There's no more lines to say. Doesn't matter how old, depends on how many lines are given by the director in the last birth, the script. So the lines are over, you finish, you've got to get off the stage. And I told him, my son's line was over. There's nothing more he can say, so he had to be taken from the stage of life. My mother's lines are over. But dear devotees, my lines are not over yet. I still need that light. And therefore, I will proceed to hold on to that light. I cannot give up that light because tragedy has happened. I must hold on to that light because I need that light. Until one day, my own lines will be over. Hopefully not during this session. And then, when I fall, I hope the example I've given will motivate others to move on without relenting one step, without giving up that one great devotion and blaming God for what's happening. God doesn't create our problems or our happiness. We create. We are the makers of the chains that bind us. What God does, He gives us the strength, the knowledge and the courage to walk through this. Why fear when I am here? You are the light. So, I didn't mean to talk about this at all, but this thing has come and I talked about it. So, many of us will face tragedies in life. You can't ask God, why is it happening to me? Answer me, why not? Why not you? And if you want Him to take away the tragedies, then He has to take away the happiness also. So, then just to conclude this particular line of what I'm talking about. So for about 10 years or more, I was a lonely widower going around the world. Then, until one day, my daughters came to me, Papa, get married, Papa. Then my auntie, uncle, everybody told me, you gotta get married. I said, okay, you can find somebody who will fulfill the following conditions. Number one, who will be allied with me in the work I'm doing. I'm doing some work in Africa for the Japanese government. Who will ally for me in the SAI mission I'm doing. Who will be allied for me in the youth thing I'm doing. Who will be allied for me in the Hindu tract thing I'm doing. And who must be loved by all my relations. No point hating someone who's fighting all my relations with me. If such a person is there, then let me know. And that person is sitting outside. So selected by my children and my family members. When my wife's mother, one passed away, my late wife's mother heard that Lalita is going to marry Lalita. You know what she said? You know, Kanna, he said, I was praying to God that she will agree to marry him. My wife's late mother, my late wife's mother, she was praying to God that she will marry him. So, that's why if people are wondering why the age gap, that's the reason why. I know. After so many years of prayer, you think some knowledge you don't have? And it's a great gift to me, because hardly 1 year after I got married, I had to undergo this heart surgery. Which she didn't cause it, I tell you. But my God, she was salvation. When you become a heart, after heart operation, you are like a baby, really like a baby. You can't move, you can't do anything. You need someone, and my daughters could not have done what a wife could do. So this is, so that's the story. Starting with the great tragedy. Let us hope after the things get better and better as we go on. The Vedic Mahavakyas, which is the quick, I'm going to give a quick one. Because of this session I already touched earlier, so I was able to, had the luxury to. Okay, Devotees, the Vedas, Swami himself has said, represent Sathya and Shakti, truth and power. This one day Swami said this. The Vedas represent that truth and the power it has to drive the knowledge for the world. And the power energy or energy of truth. There are 4 Vedas. The Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yajur Veda, and Atharvana Veda. Actually there are hundreds of Vedas here. So every great saint in those days in the Himalayas or wherever they were would contact divinity and so they would get revelation. And then they would speak about this to their disciples. Disciples would note it by memory. There are no written things in those days. By memory, and then they will pass it on, all by memory. Until Vyasa came. And he then, they realized time will come when the Vedas, people won't be able to remember all this. They decided to codify it. And then there were so many Vedas, no? So he combined everything into 4 main books. The Rig, Sama, Yajur, Atharvana. That's why Vyasa is called Veda Vyasa. Adi Guru, the first Guru, who put everything down. Right? Now, there are 4 Mahavakyas. I mentioned it yesterday, I repeat this now quickly. Mahavakyas means grand utterances. And the grand utterances are Prajnanam Brahma. Prajnanam Brahma. That means great knowledge or divine wisdom is Brahma. Brahma is great knowledge. There is no form as such here. Supreme conscious knowledge that pervades the universe is Brahma. Brahma is wisdom. Tat Tvamasi, all of you know this very famous one. That I am. That I am. I am divine. I am Atma Brahma. It means I am Atma, I am Brahman. Very sounds exactly like the English version. I am the Atma Brahma. I am Brahma, my Atma is Brahman. I am divine. The kingdom of heaven is within us. So where is God? Also within us. And finally the 4th one, Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. The I in me is Brahman. Atma. Devotees, these are the Vedic Mahavakyas. Okay, while you absorb all that, can I ask the youth to sing some songs? So give the youth a chance to sing more songs. Okay? Prajnanam Brahma, great knowledge. So the Mahavakyas, the Vedas, declare an ultimate truth, our ultimate destination. We must acquire the knowledge of Brahman, Prajnanam Brahma. Tat Tvamasi, that I am, we are divine. Aham Brahmasmi, I am Atma Brahma, I am Atma. So it's declaring a massive truth, okay? A great truth. And the rest of the Vedas explain how to reach it. Through prayers, karma kanda, service, love, what have you. Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. So dear devotees, how to remember all this? So what do I do to remember all this? Make it a song, you see. So, this is now the Mahavakyas song. Veda Purusha Sathya SAI Prajnanam Brahma. This is one of the Mahavakyas, Prajnanam Brahma. Tatvamasi Veda Purusha Sathya SAI Veda Purusha Sathya SAI Prajnanam Brahma Tatvamasi Remember the song, you know, all the poem for Mahavakyas. Now, why I'm calling Swami Veda Purusha? Dear devotees, as you all know, Swami as a youngster never read great books, you know. Yet he would profound, he would get up and speak to individuals and groups and message speeches on the essence of the Vedas, on what's in the Vedas. People used to wonder, how does he know this? He doesn't read anything. He doesn't not reading the Vedas. Huge volumes, you know. The Rig Veda itself, Rig Veda, first part of Rig Veda, when I wrote the book, the Sparks of Divine Fire, the glimpse of the Vedas, I thought, let me see what's in the Vedas. So I took the Rig Veda, read the book, big one, I went through. And going through this, I think, there's no knowledge here. It's all about prayers and oh God, protect us the arrows of enemies and all kinds of stuff, you know. I said, where's the knowledge here? There's no knowledge, there's no knowledge, it was just chanting, you know. Then I realized I was looking at the wrong side of the Vedas. The Vedas are broken on different chapters. First one is Karma Kanda. That's all this chanting we do for offering in the flame of the yajna. The Upanishads, that's where the real knowledge is. End of the Vedas. Powerful truths. So which is, and one day I'm going to put all these books into the email, okay, what do you call this, Kindle or whatever it is, and then people can access it. So, Swami is actually Veda Purusha. He knew Vedas. He expounded Vedas to scholars without reading anything. So, same time, he gave he would have given all his knowledge in the Vedas, you know, how to reach Tattva Aham Brahmasmi. But now he realized that none of us are going to read the Vedas. Okay? Even none of us will read my book also. And therefore what he did, remember I told you the 10, 9, 8 and finally gave what? Finally gave what? 3, not 4 is too much. 3 Three. What are the three? I gave one. Okay, oh, remember that, okay. And devotees, now the Vedic song, they say others. And you know why I put others? When I'm addressing non-Sai devotees, I use this one. Veda Purusha Sathya Shakti. I don't have anything, when I address Hindus, I don't have anything, I'm trying to make them all Mahavakyas. So I put Sathya Shakti instead of Sathya Sai. Because we are very careful. I'm very careful because I'm addressing massive groups, Hindus, non-Hindus, and I want to make sure that people don't think I'm using the sessions, Hindu sessions or other sessions, as a vehicle, as a Trojan horse to bring in Baba into their lives, okay? I just want to follow what Swami says. Make the Hindu better Hindu, Christian better Christian, Buddhist better Buddhist, that's it. Then we have therefore, this Avatar has given us now his own Mahavakyas. He's given us how, with simple words, how to attain the Mahavakyas of the Vedas. And very simply, what do you remember? 3 Mahavakyas? Exactly. The Vedic Mahavakyas show the destination. The Sai Mahavakyas show the way. Number 1, Deva Priti, love God. And I've already defined, understand the meaning of love God. Love God, there's no compromise on love. Love, as a mother would love her baby and give her life for this baby. As a husband would love his wife. As a wife would love the husband. There's a song, that one of the South Indian Hindu saints sang. Murugan mel kadal kollada. Muruga, Lord Muruga. Say, kadal is a word they use in the Tamil language. See, in English language, love, it's only one word to describe. I love your mother, I love your father, I love your child, love. But in the Tamil language, in many of the Indian languages, different types of love are given different meaning. The love for a mother, for the child, a different word. The love between friends, different word. Love between husband and wife, lovers, different word. The love between lovers is called kadal. So this particular saint, is saying, love, kadal with Murugan, this kind of love with Murugan, very nice, interesting use of it. Deva Priti. And the ultimate of Deva Priti for me, and you think about it whether you're saying is this, you cannot say I love God and I hate the other person. That love God is gone. Because the person, the divinity is in the person. If you say I love God, I hate that person, finish. Square one. That's essence. So if you're able to really love God, love everybody, then you are there, everybody. Remember how to reach the Mahavaakyas Tattvamasi. Second, fear sin. Papa Bhiti. Don't do wrong. What is sin? Sin is not robbing, raping and murdering. For that you go to jail, Human jail itself. The sin here is karma, krodha, lobha, maha, matsyara. Lust, anger, greed, selfishness, pettiness, backbiting. These things that lower you to an animal kind of a state. In fact, worse than animals don't have jealousy. So, Pava Bhiti, fear sin. Fear the sin that will rob you of your divine splendor. Fear the sin that holds you down in the forest, in the hot air balloon. And you don't cut the rope, you're dead. You're stuck there. Not dead, you're stuck there for a few birds. And finally, Sanganidhi, morality in society. Promote morality in society. Go out where there's a cry. What is morality in society? With a cry for the poor and the sick, cry for needy, cry for youth, children here committing suicide. It's a cry for help. Cry of mothers and parents, whose children abandon them. Cry of children abandoned by their parents. These are the moralities of society that we must overcome. How can we promote this? This is the path. To achieve the Tattvam Asi, I am divine, Aham Brahmasmi. As Christ said, I and my Father are one. That is Tattvamasi. Then Swami said, one day in India, some in his speech he said, even Tattvamasi is a duality. Dvaita. He says, I am I. Have you heard Swami say, I am I? Hello? Yes. So I thought to my Swami, you are the one who gave the Mahavakyas. Then you mean you made a mistake those days? How come you are telling now Tattvamasi is duality? Then suddenly I realized, we all know Tattvamasi. That's very popular. But no one, very few people know the second one. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman, is I am I. So actually he is not using any new words. He is actually bringing into English language the ancient truth he already declared. Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. I am Atma Brahma, I am Brahma. So I am I is not something new that Swami putting for us. It's something I said before but not translating in English for us to understand easily. So devotees, see, I told you I will make this session short one, okay? I think I have 2 minutes left, right? So devotees, I was asked to do 10:45, you know, these New Zealand people, they don't get their cup of morning tea there. They get very upset. So we're stopping just in time. And so let us, as I stop, let us do this song again. All sing by ourselves, okay? 1, 2, 3. Veda Purusha Sathya Sai Prajnanam Brahma Tattvamasi Veda Purusha Prajnanam Veda Purusha There's one little amusing incident before I finish, that happened at the end of the first World Conference. Okay? As you know, I was, because I told my son passed me, I was holding myself like a tight in a leash. Okay? So the last day of the World Conference, we had a huge concert in the Purnachandra Hall. The youth, I was sitting there watching drama. And the drama was over, everyone clapped, everyone getting up, Sarati was done with Swami and Swami is going away. And so I'm just sitting there in the chair. And suddenly I just burst out crying. I'm howling. And I don't know why I'm crying. I'm thinking, why am I crying? What the hell am I crying for? I don't understand. I'm just crying. Everybody surrounded me. Jega, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I don't know. I said, I'm just crying. Later I realized why. Because for the 6 months from January, I was just holding myself like a leash, not allowing anything. And that final drama, when Swami, my commitment to you is done, finished. Then I burst out. Next day, Swami was speaking to us in the Purnachandra Hall. Then suddenly he said, men should not cry, Everybody turned and looked at me. Be strong. Don't cry. He didn't look at me, he just said it like that. That's a divine play. And of course, as I said, the Tamil saying the Adikra Kaidan Anekam. The hand that hits, the hand that comforts. The hand that took away so much close to me. Gave me a very precious gift, okay? My wife now who looks after me like the eye that guards the eye. Thank you, dear, for doing all this. And thank you for doing all this. Thank you for doing the PowerPoints also. Thank you, God bless all of you. Okay, now sing. Thank you.